Hey everyone, this is Disney67 here, and today I am finally going to do my ranking on the best and worst of the Disney remakes. There's about, well, this now excludes Pete's Dragon because Pete's Dragon wasn't really an animated movie. This is basically got to do based on the animated movies I grew up with or seen later on in life. There's about 15 of them so far. So we haven't got The Little Mermaid, we haven't got The Hunchback of Notre Dame, we haven't got Tangled, we haven't got The Aristocats. So this list will change possibly as the years go by. So in the meantime, this is my top 15 of the best and worst. Some of you might agree with me on this list, more of you mightn't agree with me on this list. I'll give you kind of a quick synopsis in each one. And yeah, without that being said, let's dive in. Okay, I have them written down here on a piece of paper, so here we go. Number 15 is Alice in Wonderland 2010. This movie was, the visuals was good, but that was pretty much it. I can't remember anything else about this movie other than the visuals, Anne Hathaway being the White Queen, Helena Bonham Carter being the Red Queen, and I had that song with it's Avril Lavigne. Alice was called. It's like dun 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 dun. If you've seen Alice in Wonderland, the original one, it's basically about this girl called Alice, played by Mia Wasikowska. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Who runs away from her home. She falls down this rubbish hole and meets up with the likes of Mad Hatter, played by Johnny Depp. The Red Queen, played by Helena Bonham Carter. You also have Anne Hathaway, like I said, as the White Queen. You have Matt Lucas, who was in Little Britain. He plays Tweedledum and Tweedledee. But yeah, I just couldn't remember that movie at all. But yeah, that's number 15. Number 14 is the new Mulan movie. Okay, this is a shocker, I know. But I didn't, to be quite honest with you, I preferred the original one over this one. Because if you saw me review that movie, I kind of was talking about the actress was so stiff. The CGI was very noticeable. Like, you can actually tell, oh, that's CGI, that's CGI, that's CGI. And I kind of missed the songs. I suppose if they had the songs in the movie and had Shang Yu, wasn't a true story, because Mulan is actually a true story, so then again, that's why I had to do that like in the remake. I would have preferred it better than what we got, because I felt it was rushed in a way, because we were supposed to have it in March, like I said in the review, and we didn't get it after because due to the pandemic, and then of course it went back to September of this year. About a few days ago it came out on Disney Plus, and they have to pay for it, by the way, which I thought was a rip-off, by the way. So yeah, that's number 14. Number 13 is the abomination I like to call The Lion King. Okay, The Lion King original is my runner-up after Tangled. I love The Lion King. I loved the story, I loved the animation, I loved the music. Mufasa's death never fails to make me cry. This remake, however, is the exact same thing. There's no changes, only they made a balls, excuse my French, they made a balls of Be Prepared. It was just like kind of done in a speech, and I was like, what in the name of God is going on? I didn't like it at all. I tried to like it. I know I have in DVD. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking, by the way, outside. I just didn't like it. I tried, it felt like watching a National Geography movie for about 2 hours, and that's pretty much it. I thought it was terrible. Number 12 is Alice Through the Looking Glass. I saw this movie just now, and I gotta say, I actually enjoyed this movie. I don't know why, but I actually liked it. I heard it got very bad reviews. It got like a Razzie Award for worst rip-off of the year and worst actor, which was Johnny Depp. I thought it was a good movie. If you like time travel movies, then you'll probably like this movie. So yeah, time travel movies, like I said, think of like Somewhere in Time, Avengers Endgame, Kate and Leopold's, The Lake House. All those movies are time travel movies. So if you like those, then you'll probably like Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is the sequel, by the way, to the 2010 one, which is number 15 on my list. So yeah. Number 11 is 102 Dalmatians. Is it the best one? No, it's not. But for me, I thought it was a decent sequel, and it has a real life couple as well, Alice Evans and Johan Groff. Um, Glenn Close is back as well as Cruella. When you first see her first, she's very over the top, and then when she becomes bad again, you kind of go, that's Cruella. The movie is directed by Kevin Lima, who doesn't do much anymore, which is kind of a shame, by the way. He directed Tarzan, a Goofy movie, and my favourite movie, Enchanted. So, yeah, I thought it was a decent flick, so yeah. Number 10 is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. This is the sequel to the 2014 movie, which starred Angelina Jolie and Ellie Goulding. Not Ellie Goulding. Ellie Fanning. Sorry, not Ellie Goulding. She's a singer. Ellie Fanning. And yeah, this one's about like, it's pretty much the same premise as the original one, because in the original one, Aurora's dad was the bad guy. This time it's Michelle Pfeiffer who's the baddie in this movie. She's Prince Philip's mother, who wants to take over more and wants to destroy it. But yeah, the visuals is good. I liked it. I thought it was a fun sequel, and if you haven't seen Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, do check it out. Number 9 is Dumbo, directed by Tim Burton. Yes, Tim Burton, who also directed Alice in Wonderland and produced the sequel to that, Alice Through the Looking Glass. This movie is pretty much the same as the original, only it's more spread out. It's kind of like The Greatest Showman, if you ask me. Yeah, the visuals is nice. Dumbo's design was nice as well, even though you kind of pretty tell that he's actually CGI. Colin Farrell, he was good in this movie with the southern Texas accent that he had on. Dan DeVito played the circus ringleader. You had Ava Green, you had Michael Keaton as the bad guy who wants to take over the circus. Yeah, it's a great movie. I enjoyed it, and if you haven't seen Dumbo, do watch it. I think it's better than the original. Then again, I didn't see the original as much as the rest of them as a kid, so that pretty much explains it. Number 8 is Maleficent 2014. Yes, this one. This movie got very bad reviews. Is it the best movie ever? No, it's not. But to me, I thought it was a good flick. It kind of borrowed elements. It kind of borrowed elements off of Frozen, with the whole, like, it had this kind of feminist vibe to it. And yeah, if you're a feminist, you'd probably like this movie. I thought it was a good movie anyway. Angelina Jolie is Maleficent. I don't know, I can't tell of any, I can't think of any other actress that can portray Maleficent better than Angelina Jolie. I really can't. So yeah, that's Maleficent. Number 7 is Christopher Robin. This movie stars Ewan McGregor, Hayley Atwell, and it tells the story of Christopher Robin, played by Ewan McGregor, who is all grown up, doesn't really believe in Winnie the Pooh's world anymore, because he's like he's this cynical businessman. It kind of reminds me of Hook, which starred Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman, the exact same plot. Yeah, I forgot to mention, by the way, this is a remake of Winnie the Pooh. The designs of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore was nice. It kind of reminded me like of a stuffed teddy bear. Maybe that's what they were going for. They're actually puppets, by the way, like, because in the behind the scenes you see like the puppets. Like you see someone like kind of like just doing this. So yeah, I thought it was a nice movie. If you haven't seen Christopher Robin, do watch it. I thought it was a very good film. Number 6, The Jungle Book. Yes, The Jungle Book is, surprise, surprise, not up higher, but we'll get to my all-time favourites after this. The Jungle Book, I love this movie. I love the CGI. The guy who doesn't act only in this movie, I forget the guy's name, is it Natty something? Nazi, I don't know what his name is. But he was the only real person in this movie to interact with CGI animals. Everything in the movie was CGI, bar the boy, and there was like a few other human beings in there as well to run the mix. But yeah, he did a great job. I mean, the visuals were stunning. This is from the guy who directed the Lion King remake, by the way. He was oh my god, but this one is a lot better than Lion King. Believe me. The CGI is very good, like I said. The story is great. I mean, I could go on and on and on. It was a great movie, and if you haven't seen The Jungle Book, 2016, do check it out. It's a brilliant film. Number 5, 101 Dalmatians. This one, 1906, sorry. This one stars Jeff Daniels, Joey Richardson, and Glenn Close. It's pretty much the same as the original, only it's like I said with Dumbo, it's more spread out. Sorry, my brother's talking, by the way, upstairs playing Fortnite, so sorry. Yeah, I thought it was a great movie. Even though like it had issues, but still I loved it. You know, Glenn Close is brilliant as Cruella de Vil. There's supposed to be a remake with Emma Stone. I don't know if she'd be a patch in Glenn Close or not, because Glenn Close is the only one that can do Cruella de Vil justice. She was just brilliant. Stole the whole movie for me. She was great. So yeah, I love it. Number 4, Lady and the Tramp, 2019. This movie didn't get a theatrical release, but it did in Disney Plus. This movie's really good. It's sort of different to the original one. You kind of know more about Tramp's background more in the remake, and I'm not gonna lie, I cried. I did. I actually cried watching that. I was so sad, and you know, when you see like why Tramp was the way he was. The dogs were great in this movie. The characters were great as well. The acting was great. The CGI was very good, and the story was very good as well. And it was a lovely movie. If you haven't seen Lady and the Tramp, do watch it. It's really good, and it's up there with the animated one. So yeah. Now to the top 3. Okay, the top 3 for me was so difficult. I love these 3 movies. These are the 3 movies I watched again and again and again without getting sick of them. So let's go. Number 3 is Beauty and the Beast, 2017. Not gonna lie, I love this movie. The music is back like the original one. The acting was good. A lot of people didn't like Emma Watson's Belle. For me, I thought she was great as Belle. Luke Evans, though, by God, he plays Gaston in this movie, and he stole the entire film for me. He was so, he was so sly, he was so sarcastic, and you just hated him as his character. Josh Gad plays LeFou. He's the guy in Frozen. He played Fou. He was great too. I like the way that, spoiler alert, he becomes good. Well, he was always a good guy. He was kind of in the wrong shoes of Gaston. You also have Kevin Kline, who was in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Audra McDonald, Emma Thompson from Bridget Jones' Baby and Last Christmas, Ewan McGregor, from Star Wars, Ian McKellen from X-Men, Stanley Tucci from Made in Manhattan, Dan Stevens from Downton Abbey, and who else am I missing in that movie? Oh god, I forget. But yeah, it's an all-star cast, and I thought they did a great job. It's similar to the original one, but it's on for 2 hours. Yeah, this movie's on for a whopping 2 hours. And it's a 5 minutes, I think. But yeah, I thought it was a very good movie. I mean, sure, Emma Watson singing the voice is auto-tuned. Not in all of it, by the way. But I thought she did a great job as Belle. So yeah, I loved it. I loved the visuals. I loved the music, like I said. I loved the costumes were great as well. So yeah. Number 2 is Aladdin, 2019. Okay, this is the one that I was dreading to see last year. I remember I saw a trailer and I was like, oh god, this is going to be so terrible. Because you see Will Smith, who was the genie, by the way, in this movie, and he's when I saw him blue, I was like, oh dear god, this is going to be terrible, isn't it? But you know what? He's not blue in the movie for long at all. He's mostly human. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Probably did spoil it, by the way. I'm always spoiling movies. Sorry about that, by the way. But yeah, he was great in this movie. He stole the whole film for me. The guy who plays Aladdin, Mina Masood, he was so handsome, so gorgeous. He can sing. I loved him. Naomi Scott, wow. That girl has pipes. She was brilliant as Jasmine. She was feisty. She was stubborn. She was real feminist, she kind of stood her ground and didn't give a damn what people think of her. And she loved Aladdin for who he was. She didn't care if he had no money or anything. There's also is there new songs? Yeah, there is. There's One Jump Ahead reprise 2. There's also another song, oh god, Desert Moon. That was in it as well. Speechless is another song as well. Speechless, I love that new song, Speechless. It's so empowering. So it's one of those songs you can listen to again and again and again, and I just loved Aladdin. I could go on and on and on about my love for that movie. The music is done by Alan Menken again, who also did the music for Beauty and the Beast 2017 and the original one, and he also did the original music for Aladdin as well. But yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved Aladdin. If you haven't seen Aladdin 2019, do watch it. I thought it was brilliant. And number one might be a shocker for you guys, but I love this movie. The more times I watch that movie, the more I love it, more and more and more. It's got great cast. It's got the most stunning dress I have ever came across in my entire life. I would literally wear this dress, by the way. A nice score, and it's directed by Kenneth Branagh. It is, of course, Cinderella 2015. Oh god, I love this movie. I love it. I love the story. I love the visuals, like I said, just there. Richard Madden as the prince, so dreamy. Lily James as Cinderella was so likeable. I know she smiles and she's very perfect and all, but you know what? I loved her performance in this movie. I thought she did a great job as Cinderella. Helena Bonham Carter, who was also in Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass, she's in this as a fairy godmother as well as a narrator. She was great in this movie. I mean, it's kind of weird seeing Helena Bonham Carter looking normal besides looking gothic, because she was, she was very quirky in Alice Through the Looking Glass and Alice in Wonderland. She was quirky in Sweeney Todd, and she was quirky in another few movies as well. But here I thought she did a good job as the fairy godmother. Cate Blanchett. Okay, Cate Blanchett. This woman was really good, really good as stepmother. She was so bitchy, so cunning, so evil. I was like, I hate her. But yeah, her costumes in that movie, no more than Lily James, is fabulous. Yeah, the costumes again, I'm sorry I'm rambling, going on and on, but the costumes in this movie is just, oh my god. I would kill to have that blue dress with the butterflies on it that Lily James wears in the ball. Oh my god, I love it so much. And even the wedding dress in the end, I was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. These are beautiful flowers, and oh my god. Who else in this movie? Oh yeah, Derek Jacobi. He is the guy who was in Murder on Orient Express with Kenneth Branagh, who also directed the film as well. And he was great as well as the king, unrecognisable by the way. It also had Nunzil Alfonso, I think was his name. He plays the what you call him, Kit's friend in the movie. What else is there? The score by Patrick Doyle is really good. Oh, it's so whimsical, and like it feels like a fairy tale. It looks like a fairy tale, and I just love that movie. So yeah, I think I did a review for that movie. If I didn't, I'd probably do another movie review for it eventually. But yeah, that is my ranking of the best and worst of Disney movies of the remakes. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favourite Disney remake? Do you agree with this list? Do you not agree with this list? Let me know in the comments down below. Click that subscribe button, and till next time, take care.